Hi friends, welcome to the picturesque city of Kaysville, Utah, where the air is crisp, the community is warm, and family vibes are the heartbeat of this charming town. I'm here to be your guide to the top 10 pros and cons of living in this delightful community. Now, I know that moving can be a roller coaster of emotions. You might be feeling excited, nervous, or even a bit overwhelmed. I am here to help you on your journey to make it as smooth as possible. Fun fact, Utah is the home of the Sundance Film Festival. The Sundance Film Festival is an annual event that showcases new work from independent filmmakers from all around the world. It is the biggest independent film festival in the United States and one of the world's largest. The festival takes place in January in Park City, Salt Lake City, Ogden, and the Sundance Mountain Resort in Utah. The Sundance Film Festival is the ultimate gathering of original storytellers and audiences seeking new, fresh voices and perspective. The annual program includes dramatic and documentary features, short films, and episodic content. It isn't easy to be accepted to participate as a featured film, but it is possible as a spectator to get tickets. There are lots of famous people who attend. If you are starstruck and hope to get a glimpse of some of your favorite stars, you will want to check it out. So, are you thinking of moving to Salt Lake City, Utah? You might want to consider Kaysville as a suburb. It is about 25 minutes north of Salt Lake City. In previous videos related to Kaysville, I provide a map tour and a vlog tour. These videos have hidden gems and visuals introducing you to the different neighborhoods, including drive footage and showing you example of price points as well. So like I said, today I'm going to help you evaluate the top 10 pros and cons of Kaysville City to see if it fits your needs and suits your lifestyle. If this is your first time to the channel and you want to know everything there is about living in Salt Lake City, Utah, subscribe below and tap the bell for notifications so that you can be the first to know everything there is about the current market in Salt Lake City, Utah and surrounding suburbs. My name is Janet with Living in Salt Lake City. We get calls and texts every day from people just like you looking to help them make a move to Salt Lake City, Utah and surrounding suburbs. And we absolutely love it. Whether you are moving in 9 days or 90 days, give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email. My information is in the description below so that we can help you make a smooth move to Salt Lake City, Utah and surrounding suburbs. Kaysville, Utah has a population of almost 33,000 residents, with a median age of 32.1 and a median household income of almost $122,000. The population is 96.57% white per the Census Bureau. In a recent article in Niche, it names Kaysville as the 6th best overall ranked city in Utah. Kaysville earned an overall A+ grade thanks to high rankings for its commute, health and fitness, outdoor activities, public schools, and being good for families. So let's dive right into the top 10 pros and cons living in Kaysville, Utah. Pro number 1 is the friendly and welcoming community. Prepare to be embraced by warm smiles and friendly faces as Kaysville residents create an inviting and welcoming atmosphere. Utah is number 1 in charitable acts and donations. Most communities are anxious to lend a helping hand. There are churches just about every neighborhood. The members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints are the strongest religious affiliation in Kaysville and represent around 80% of the city. The draw to the religion has also created lots of other religious groups in the city. If you are not a religious person, no worries. The positive side of having such strong religious population is the focus on charitable acts and service. Most neighborhoods have a tight-knit community where you feel connected and involved. I have a young family that moved to the area. They were looking for a city that was family friendly and had plenty of activities and neighbors for their children to play with. My client has really enjoyed the community sports teams as well. The boys have tried baseball and they absolutely love it. They feel comfortable asking their neighbors to help them out with the trash, watering the plants, and getting mail when they are out of town. Over time, their neighbors have become like family and they love the sense of belonging. The International Rescue Committee and other advocacy groups have a big presence in Salt Lake City, Utah. Each year, hundreds of refugees are resettled here, where they receive the help they need to become self-sufficient citizens. I have a friend whose family was able to help in the refugee mentoring program. They helped a gentleman find donations to modestly furnish his apartment. They helped him set up his cell phone, and they answered questions about whatever he needed. He was kind and generous. They had an increased desire to serve him and help him feel more comfortable in Utah as he was getting settled. I cannot imagine what it would feel like being a refugee. I've heard stories, and I have a friend who came to the United States as a refugee almost 15 years ago. She's created her own spice company. She has told me that failure is not an option. Pro number 2 is the beautiful homes and neighborhoods. Whether you're looking for a historic home or more modern living, Kaysville neighborhoods offer a range of housing options. Property ownership is at 87.9% of Kaysville residents. The median home value is at $513,000. There is a lovely equestrian neighborhood for horse lovers. Sunset Equestrian Center is a full-service facility catering to equestrians of all ages and experience levels. Sunset Equestrian Center offers both horse boarding and lessons. Something about horses and trails and the great outdoors leads to a peaceful escape of the hustle and bustle with a tranquil and peaceful living environment, perfect for those seeking a serene lifestyle. Horses have an innate tendency to mirror the patient's behavior, physical movements, and emotion, which help participants become more aware of himself or herself in regards to horse therapy. What does that say about me? I was thrown from a horse in my early 20s. I haven't really wanted to ride since. We were riding my aunt and uncle horses. They had a riding order that they always followed. My horse was always in front of the horse that my brother was riding. He was having a great time and we were almost back to the cabin, so he decided to speed up his horse. They passed us and my horse didn't like it one bit. We started to speed up, and as we galloped, I accidentally kicked my horse and he took off at a run to take the lead again. I bounced so high I ended up pushing myself off the horse. Not my favorite memory, but I do believe that other people have had great experiences in using horse therapy. Kaysville exudes that small town charm, making it feel like a close-knit community where everyone knows your name. So pro number 3 is general to Utah, and that is safety and security. Safety is a top priority, creating a secure environment perfect for families and individuals alike. According to Safewise, Utah has emerged as one of the safest states in the nation, ranking 4th overall. In case you were wondering, Vermont ranked number 1 as the safest state. Safety in Utah is 50% higher than the rest of the U.S. The Crime Grade website gave Kaysville an A+ for desirable area to live and for lower crime rate and higher safety. Kaysville has the top ranking among its neighboring cities. Crimerate.org has additional details for the area of Kaysville as well. Most neighborhoods have their own Facebook group where they share concerns and needs. It's amazing to see how neighbors respond when someone has a lost dog or needs a reference for childcare or household maintenance. One of my clients created a beautiful friendship with a neighbor through the community page. They still laugh about how they both thought to themselves, I like her, we could be friends. Then one day they met at a neighborhood park and started up a conversation as the kids were playing. They have become close friends ever since. Utah has also ranked as the number 1 best state overall for the 2nd year in a row by U.S. News and World Report. Utah's notable attributes include a booming economy, an advanced infrastructure, and quality education, making it a well-rounded state that offers the best of life to all who can call it home. Pro number 4 is the top-notch schools. Kaysville is part of the Davis School District. According to Niche, the Davis School District is ranked 5th out of 187 school districts in the state of Utah. Education is a high priority, and Kaysville boasts excellent schools that focus on providing quality learning and experiences for children. There are 9 elementary schools in Kaysville. There are 3 junior high schools. That includes 7th and 9th grade, and 1 high school. Davis High School has a teacher-to-studio ratio of 26. The school caters to 10th to 12th grade. Last year, they had 2,175 students enrolled. Davis High School is ranked 14th in all of Utah. The charter school in Kaysville is Jefferson Academy. They offer small class sizes, leveled class for math and reading, content-rich American History Center curriculum, STEM rotations in the grade 1st through 6th weekly, school-wide enriched models, or SEM, pullouts for accelerated students, Spanish special weekly, and after-school programs and activities. Wow, that's a lot. Kaysville is also the home of the Davis Technology School. Davis Technical College, or Davis Tech, is a public technical college in Kaysville, Utah. It provides competency-based education in an open exit environment, has prepared over 6,000 high school and adult students with careers and technical skills. Generally, students may start or end at any time during the year and progress at their pace. Training is provided at the Kaysville Utah campus in local high schools and at the Davis Tech Freeport in Clearfield, Utah. The college is accredited by the Commission of Council on Occupational Education. I have a client that during high school took concurrent enrollment at Davis Tech. He wanted to be a mechanic. He was able to finish up his education there, and in just 2 short years after graduating, he is happy in his career as a mechanic and doing well enough to buy his first home. I currently have a friend who, after years of staying at home, decided to become an esthetician. She is taking her classes at the Davis Tech. She loves the environment, the teachers, and the training that she is receiving. The programs have great reputations. I have on my wish list to take an Excel class. One of these days, I will actually do it. I am sure when I do, I will wonder why I haven't done it sooner. I know that in my network of professional business owners, my smartest friends have taken different business classes at Davis Tech. Pro number 5 is the outdoor paradise. Kaysville has an abundance of parks, trails, and outdoor spaces, creating a haven for outdoor enthusiasts. You can enjoy the proximity to nature reservoirs, offering opportunities for bird watching, hiking, and enjoying the great outdoors. The Kaysville East Mountain Wilderness Park is an easily accessible park with a parking lot and trails following the Bonneville shoreline area. This wilderness park features scrub oak patches and several small creeks. It's a perfect spot for birding year-round. Kaysville is surrounded by nature's wonders with amazing scenic views. Hiking, biking, camping opportunities abound, turning every weekend into a mini adventure. Having lived in Utah most of my life, I forget just how beautiful it really is. The mountains are a beautiful backdrop to everyday life. There are always options to go out and enjoy nature. One of our family favorites is Bear Lake. In less than 2 hours from Kaysville, it is a beautiful place to take a weekend trip. Garden City is a cute little town that is famous for its strawberry shake. It is close enough to even make a day trip if you don't mind a little driving. Pine View Reservoir is also less than an hour away. It's a great place to enjoy paddleboarding, swimming, boating, or just playing in the sun. Both options are north of Salt Lake City and Kaysville. In my map videos, I introduce you to many fun hidden gems, so you'll want to check them out for more fun adventure travel tips. In my blog videos, you will see driving footage of the different cities. I have a client who moved to Utah and is obsessed with bike trails. He has also gotten into mountain biking. He has a whole group of friends now that ride together. He says it's perfect because if one of the guys can't, then there's always another guy who's ready to go. I have some clients who are country folk. They purchased their first home young and worked diligently to pay it down. They knew that this home was a stepping stone to get them where they really wanted to go. Their dream was to have a slightly larger home with more land. They weren't as concerned about the style of the home. They didn't even need it to be remodeled. They just really wanted the land. She is a true cowgirl at heart. She loves country music. She drives a truck. She can't wait to buy enough land for chickens and horses. They were patient, and after several years, they were able to make a move to a larger home with land. The home they purchased wasn't as new, nor did it have as many upgrades as their previous home, but they were focused on having a place for her animals. The other day, I went to stop by and visit. She introduced me to her chickens and sent me home with fresh eggs. She had on her boots and was out working with the animals when I got there. The dog was teasing the chickens and the horses were eating and the kids were playing in the yard. I can still see her smile from ear to ear when I came around the corner. I believe that houses and people match. I am Janet Marroquin with Coldwell Banker Realty, and my Google page is Janet Sells Homes in Utah. Pro number 6 is being able to experience all 4 seasons. It is beautiful to experience a little bit of everything. Snowy winters, colorful falls, blossoming springs, and sunny summers. It is hard to pick a favorite season. The snow is the heaviest in December, January, and February. My aunt and uncle had a cabin for years in Fairview, Utah. In the winter, you had to snowmobile in and carry your food and supplies on a sled. It was so relaxing to read a good book by the fire or to play a game of nerds with the family. The night gear makes snowmobiling so fun. I am not a fan of freezing. I have learned that once you know how to ride and wear the right clothing, that you will love snowmobiling. And the night sky is stunning in Fairview. It is clear and full of bright stars. I love it so much that even when I was 8 months pregnant and had my 13-month-old daughter in front of me, we still went to the cabin because I was not going to miss out. Remember, Utah is known for the greatest snow on earth. If you're not a fan of winter, those wintry months can feel super long. Do not fear because spring is right around the corner. In March, April, and May, the flowers and the green mountains are so inviting. I love being able to wear a light jacket and feel a soft breeze. My grandma used to take us on long drives to see all the gorgeous blossoming flowers. Spring always reminds me of California. We used to visit my grandparents who lived there. The weather can feel just right. I am a big fan of lilac bushes. They are a nostalgic reminder for me of my grandma's house and the huge lilac bush in the corner of her yard. I always feel better when I smell lilac. If you love to paddleboard or play in the water, you will look forward to June, July, and August. This is when you will want to head to the lake. In my opinion, hiking and biking are better in spring or fall, but if you don't mind the heat, summer works as well. There are plenty of options both north and south of Kaysville, all within an hour. I don't think that you can ever run out of places to explore here in Utah. The fall leaves are absolutely gorgeous as they change colors in September, October, and November. The mountainsides are bursting with red, yellow, and orange leaves. This is my favorite time to head to the mountains for a picnic. Logan has the most beautiful mountain pass that is a perfect drive when the mountainside is bursting with color. The weather is reflective of spring, so a light jacket or no jacket feels nice. The breeze is light and welcoming. If you are considering Utah, you might want to come once each season to see what you think. Con number 1 is limited housing supply. Kaysville has a limited housing supply. Many residents who call Kaysville home just don't move until they die. There are very limited options for new construction in the area. In the original east part of Kaysville, the style of the homes can be discouraging if you are looking for a good amount of parking, large closets, or more modern floor plans. There are some amazing homes that do have all of the above, but the price point might just be out of reach. It can be frustrating and might cause you to reconsider your move to Kaysville. Currently, 70% of mortgages are locked in at less than 4% interest, making it undesirable for sellers wanting to move. Supply and demand are the biggest problem. There are more buyers than homes. Not many homes are for sale, and when it hits the market, they tend to move quickly. Overall, Utah is experiencing growth challenges because due to the most recent price increases, Utah now rates number 8 in the highest median sales price. The average age of a first-time buyer in Utah is 30 to 40 years old. But in Utah, there is an above average of millions that will come to the market. 10.5% of our population in Utah is moving into that buying age, and by 2028 and 2029, Gen Z will be entering the buying market as well, which has an even higher number. Supply and demand problem is here to stay in Utah. While people are indecisive due to higher rates, now is the best time to take advantage of the current market. There are less buyers fighting for homes. This has even allowed me to negotiate rate buy downs to help with the higher rate. If a buyer enters the market now, the rate might be higher, but the prices of the home is still lower. These buyers will be able to refinance soon enough. This will reduce their monthly mortgage rate. The housing prices will start to climb again as rates go down and competition becomes more furious, making now the best time to act. If you are on the fence about jumping into the real estate market, it is time to get off. I have a client who thought the market was going to crash. He was convinced that by waiting, he would obtain a better purchase price. Unfortunately, the prices have doubled over the last 7 years. His waiting cost him $250,000 in equity. He continues to regret his decision to wait. He wants to buy a single-family home, but now he'll have to settle for a condo since he waited too long. And the prices and rates have both gone up. Con number 2 is a homogeneous population. Almost 90% of Kaysville residents are white. While the community is friendly and the population might be relatively homogeneous compared to more diverse cities, many families are young professionals who live in Kaysville, and the residents tend to be conservative. There is little to no nightlife in Kaysville. You will need to go about 25 minutes to downtown Salt Lake City if you are looking for late night activities. So if this bothers you, it might be a good time to check out some of my other videos on additional other suburbs, cities closer to Salt Lake City. There are many families who have lived in the area for generations. The tight-knit community can feel exclusive if you aren't willing to put yourself out there. The residents are friendly and want to welcome newcomers. Utah was settled by the pioneers of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. In Kaysville, there is still a large population of the members of church. If they are active, they will not drink or smoke. They will have big birthday parties and large family gatherings, so the church has a lot of community activities and gathers often as well. The members meet every Sunday. Kaysville City community is active and has some fun places to play. Cherry Hill has fun water slides and mini golf. They have a small campground as well. Boondocks has go-karts, bowling, and arcade games. So there are a lot of community sports for all ages, including adults. My friend recently took a pickleball lesson in Kaysville and had a blast. She said that she would take a class with me again if I wanted to learn how to play better. Con number 3 is the limited nightlife option. If you're seeking a vibrant nightlife scene, you might find more options in larger cities. Kaysville's suburban feel won't be the center of the nightlife fun. Entertainment in the city is geared toward families. During the day, you can swim at Cherry Hill or you can bowl and drive the race cars at Boondocks. But when the kids go to bed, the town gets pretty quiet. Kaysville isn't really a walkable town either. If you need milk, you most likely will take about a 10-minute drive to get to the grocery store. If you are looking to explore fun and new restaurants, you will need to go to Farmington or downtown Salt Lake City. Orlando's is the most exciting Mexican restaurant in Kaysville, and typically you can expect a wait. It is delicious, but part of the wait is a lack of the competition in the area. Con number 4 are the mosquitoes and wasps. Rainfall and unseasonably warm temperatures have created the perfect breeding ground for mosquitoes. It makes for a very nice fall for everybody, but not for mosquito control. Fortunately, the breed of mosquitoes that we are seeing most in the area are not disease-carrying breed. Kaysville, Utah has many mosquitoes because it's located near productive breeding sites, and that area experiences conditions that are ideal for mosquitoes. Mosquitoes thrive in the temperatures above 70 degrees in humid environment. Utah has experienced 2 years in a row with higher water levels from the melting snowpack, which creates more wetlands for mosquitoes to breed. Mosquitoes are turned off by several natural scents, including citronella, peppermint, cedar, catnip, lemongrass, lavender, and more. You can add some of these plants to your landscaping to fend them off. I have several lavender bushes in my backyard, and the mosquitoes just don't seem to mind, but maybe it helps a little. I'm still looking for a better suggestion. Mosquitoes can fly up to 25 miles so that they can travel from the breeding sites to the neighborhoods. The area does have abatement that sprays the area, so that helps. Wasps are well adapted to the climate in Utah and prefer the warm temperatures as well, making Utah an inviting habitat. Utah's rich flora and fauna also provide plentiful food sources for wasps, and they feed on various substances, including nectars, fruits, insects, and even human foods. What scent or smell keeps wasps away? Wasps has a strong scent and smell, and they dislike certain plants such as peppermint, spearmint, basil, eucalyptus, clove, geranium, thyme, citronella, bay leaves, and lemongrass. They are also repelled by vinegar, cinnamon, coffee grounds, and sliced cucumber, just to name a few. I have turned to paying for an exterminator to help me spray. I haven't had a problem since. I was working with a client whose daughter was highly allergic to mosquitoes. It was a constant worry for them that she would be bitten. They had to avoid anything on the west side that was closer to the water. Not to say that mosquitoes never make an appearance in the east, they do, but it is a little bit less. Luckily, their daughter doesn't have a fatal reaction to mosquitoes, but she does swell and itch more than most. I think they are such pests. Unfortunately, they are part of Utah life. And there you have it, the top 10 pros and cons of living in Kaysville, Utah, a place where small town charm meets family-friendly warmth. So if you're ready for a life filled with family-friendly faces, community events, and a sense of belonging, Kaysville might just be the perfect place for you. Do the pros outweigh the cons? Is Kaysville City a place that you could imagine calling home? Moving is a big step, and it's natural to have concern. I get it. It's a lot to think about. But what do you like most about what you heard? Leave me a comment below. If you still have unanswered questions, ask me in the comments and I will make sure to answer them. Happy exploring!